In the summer of 2006, something happened that would forever change the health world for me and for millions of people. A friend of mine had me over at his house, and he went out in the garden. He picked out all this organic salad stuff. He fresh picked it, brought it in the house, put it in a bowl, sat me down at the table, and we were sitting there eating the salad, and that happened all within about 10 minutes. We started eating the salad, and he said, there's something I want to share with you. What I just did and what you're eating is full of life energy. I just unplugged it from the garden. It's been sitting out there sucking up all the sunlight, getting the photosynthesis, pulling up the minerals from the soil. And that life energy that is in that plant is sitting in your bowl right in front of you. Now you can imagine if you're eating a salad that's coming from a store that's been sitting around for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, it's a whole different thing than when you go and unplug it from its life source and consume it right there. And I could feel that salad. I could feel how good that made me think about what I was eating and what I was tasting. And what I experienced was this really good vibe at that supper table that night. And we just sat there, and I remembered that forever because I related that to something that I would want to have on a day-to-day basis. But because it's seasonal and you can't really get fresh harvest stuff like that, it's a rare thing. And I thought, wouldn't it be amazing if there was some way that you could get that kind of food every day, anywhere you would want, anywhere around the world? And at that time, it definitely seemed too good to be true. My friend also taught me about sprouting and sunflower sprouts and wheatgrass, and we did all that, and we would harvest it and juice it and take it in right away, and that was good. But it wasn't sustainable. It's not sustainable to a busy lifestyle in the urban environment when you're just getting a lot of stuff done during the day. Well, a miracle happened in the beginning of 2007. I was made aware of a technology advance in Europe in the development of marine phytoplankton. Now, marine phytoplankton, they started doing studies on it in the early 60s. They completed those studies around 2000. And what they were looking for was different reasons for use of marine phytoplankton because they knew there was something super powerful about it. It produces 90% of the oxygen we breathe. It grows all on its own by replication using sunlight, and it just floats in the ocean. Doesn't sit in soil, doesn't require arable land, and there's something super remarkable about it. You've had supplements, you've eaten superfoods, you've had all that stuff. But this is the epitomization of the ultimate superfood of all time because it has every single nutritional molecule known to man in there. Now that sounds like a little bit of a complicated statement, but what it means is every vitamin, every mineral, every enzyme, every pigment, every amino acid, every essential fatty acid, everything that you could ever measure in the scientific world for a nutritional molecule is inside those 2 strains of marine phytoplankton. It can be used by your brain, a real nutrient that gets through the blood-brain barrier, and it feeds the brain like you've never experienced before. You want to feel great, you want to look great, you want to enjoy life. And I'll tell you, this is joy in a bottle because this gave me my enthusiasm to be alive like nothing I've ever experienced. So make sure you activate your life with this. This is the activation product at the very base foundation. This is the most important product in our whole line because this sets the tenor for the future, and you'll see what I'm talking about.